I look into the weather.com and it shows somewhere, let's see, about 50 degrees. Loaded up over there. Yeah, 51, 43, snow and rain. Rio Dos in New Mexico. Pretty cold. You know, you're gonna be out there walking around, hitchhiking like I've been known to do a time or two back in my younger days. It gets pretty damn cold out there on the side of the road waiting for a ride. This is trying to get into town to get some groceries, supplies. Man, wondering where that Indian caravan is, it's got them horses. I need to ride into town, get some supplies. Maybe they throw a few logs on the fire, trying to stay warm. You know, come from poor country, uh, there ain't a lot of trees or logs to put on the fire. You know, so anyway, you don't want to get stranded out there for very long. That gum thing ain't coming in very clear here. It's so bright. Anyway, that's what it's showing. You see that? No, you can't see it. Twister hit over there in North Carolina, flattened out somebody's house. And I don't see anybody out there, these big multi-million dollar companies that are taking in donations every year. I don't see any of them out there helping people. Do you? Do you see anybody out there helping those people? No. What are the disaster relief funds? Where's it going? I don't know. Some guy over some island in the South Pacific, probably somewhere in his rocking chair drinking margaritas. Imagine. Um, got multi-millionaires donating to these people, and I don't think they're even checking out and see what they're doing with the funds. I don't know why they don't give the money to the people that need it, like our homeless veterans. Why don't they give the money to them? They're the ones that need a home. My God, they're giving money away to these big giant corporations that I don't know what to do with the money. You never see the money again after they get it. I can't name them off because there's too many of them. Freeloaders, that's what I call them, freeloaders. So the thing about it is, uh, somebody has got to get their act together and get the money circulating back to the people that need it. You got gifts every year, you know, for different topics I don't even want to get into right now, but they get donations. And those are the people that don't need donations. They're already rich. These people that are running for office and stuff, they're already rich. They don't need donations. But they've got these laws passed now where that you have to have 20 states send you $5,000, or somebody, I guess somebody that lives in those states sends you $5,000 for your election campaign, which is $100,000. You have to have that um, documentation and the money. Basically, I guess you have to have 100,000 in your back pocket before you can sign up to run to be elected as president of the United States. So I was thinking about running for election for 2024. So I haven't figured out yet how to come up with $5,000 from each state because how the heck am I going to travel around to 20 states? You've got to have gasoline. You got to have money to eat. You got to have money for a place to sleep. Good grief! I don't think poor people they're gonna let poor people in there. To tell you the truth. So you know, it's a bunch of houses flattened out there. And people are flattened out, and I don't see no Red Cross. That's one of them. I don't see no Red Cross volunteers out there with the checkbook, a bag of groceries, or a damn thing for these people. I see them helping them get lodging for the night. I don't see them out there. You know, uh, I'm asking you, multi-millionaires, people that's got money, why do you keep sending these people money when they're not helping the people that need it? They advertise they're going to help people, but do you see them out there helping? No, they're not out there helping. They're doing, I don't know what they're doing with all the money. I know they ain't getting none of my money. Anyway, if I get to be elected president of the United States, what we're going to have is we're going to stop people from coming across the border. They're not. We're not going to house them, feed them, support them, bring them over here, and pat them on the back and all that. We're not going. We're going to turn them back at the border. They're not legal to come into the country. We've got to keep all foreigners out, including the bad people, you know, and the ones that are already here. Load them up and get them out of here. They're bad hombres. They're bad hombres. You know, get them out. Another thing we're going to do, we're going to build homes for our veterans. We're going to put up 200 phone lines at the White House or close to the White House, and people can call in if they're homeless and they can request a new home. And as soon as we get them one built, then we'll go pick them up and take one of the limos out, pick them up and take them to their new home. Another thing we're going to do is this waste of money. We're giving money to foreign countries that are better well off than we are. They don't need our money, and they're shipping. Well, I can't say how much because I don't know. They're shipping a lot of money out to other countries, and most of the time, those people are not investing that money as these people over here thought they were going to help the poor. It's kind of like here. Have you seen any money going out here in the States to help the poor? No. I've never seen any of these poor devils. When I was out there on the side of the road, nothing to eat, no place to live, no job. I didn't see one federal employee driving up in his limo to, to either bring me a hamburger or ask me if I needed any assistance or nothing. I never even seen any of them. And when I went in to apply for food stamps, which is pretty embarrassing, for a working man like me to apply for food stamps, the people said, you're not qualified to receive food stamps. So I'm out of work. I don't have any money. I need some food stamps. You can't have any. And then I said, well, what about unemployment benefits? I said, you don't have any of that either. I said, I'm American. I'm born in Texas, American citizen. I don't care. They just tossed me out the front door. Just as broke when I walked in there. So then these, I forget which one it is. It's one that rattles the little bell. It's got this little canister thing, and you drop your hoovers in there, and you go in the building. Salvation Army. So when I get there to that store, Salvation Army's out there. I walked up there. I said, "Hey, buddy." I said, "Ain't that supposed to help the poor and the needy? That money?" And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "Well, can I can I get the next quarter or two that comes in so I can get me a cup of coffee?" And he goes, "No, you can't have any of this money." I said, "Well, you're supposed to give it to the people that need it." Well, yeah, we're going to give it to people that need it. Because when? When are they going to give it out? You know, so I don't think they're going to give it out. I don't think they're going to do nothing with it except spend it on limos, vacations, trips to the islands in the South Pacific. I don't think they're going to spend on anybody that needs money. So if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, nobody's listening to my videos anyway, so it really don't matter. You know, it don't really matter. Nobody listening. Oh boy. But you take the normal routing of the cash flow, we pay a lot of taxes into the government, and then they burn it up. They literally waste the money. They buy, right now, they're building a multi $1 million ship, warship. So, what are they going to do with a warship? You know, they're going to have to spend probably $1,000 an hour taking this thing and cruising around the world with it. I don't know what you're going to do with it. But anyway, the thing about it is, we have people in America that are hungry, no place to live, they don't have a job, and they still let Dodge move to Mexico. They let Chevrolet move to Mexico, and you people are still buying Dodges and Chevrolet. I don't understand. You still supporting the people that walked off and left us by buying their products. Ford Motor Company is the only one that stayed with us, and they were thinking about leaving. So I'm just telling you, buy a Ford. I don't care if it's $20,000 more expensive. I bought one, and I'm a little bit lower on cash flow than I should be, but at least I'm driving a Ford and proud of it. My pickup is 4-wheel drive, got a 6-inch lift kit on it, big tires, and I can go places when I want to go because that truck is dependable so far. It was missing a little bit on one cylinder when I first got it, but I knew that Ford was good. They're good for their products. If I would have told Mr. Ford up there, hey, this motor's no good, I want an airplane engine under the hood, I think the man would have put me an airplane engine in this truck if I asked him. I do like to go fast, I gotta admit. But the truck started running better at about 1,500 miles, and thinking about it, running good. First 1,500 miles, it was running bad, getting about 13 miles to the gallon of fuel, which is not good. And when it started running better, it started getting 16.2 or 3 miles to the gallon. So at any rate, I haven't took it in and let them officially check it out and see uh, what was wrong with it. It was something to do with the fuel. Could have had some dirty fuel in the truck. These guys, when I bought it, was probably pumping gasoline out of an old 55-gallon barrel or something back there in the back of the shop. Where that place looked when I got there. And, gosh, I don't think I'm going to be trading with them guys anymore. They give me very little for my trade again, which cost me a lot of cash difference to get the truck. And then it wasn't running right, and they wouldn't let me bring it back and basically try and fix it. They just told me it's all right, it'll be all right, just drive it. So anyway, um, I'm in a Ford, and I'm going to stay in a Ford. So people out there need to get you a Ford. The Mustangs are fun to drive if you want a little car. They're actually pretty comfortable. I think they put a little bit more insulation in them now. They work pretty about road noise coming in. I think they put a little bit more insulation in them now. I need to talk to Mr. Ford and see if I can get them to put a lot more insulation in those little cars because they're too loud, too noisy. I want to be able to hear my stereo. Spend $2,000 for a stereo. I want to be able to hear it. So that's the one request I got for Ford Motor Company. In case you accidentally dropped by my video, I'd like to have a little bit more soundproofing inside the car. So I drove the V8 I think it's 460 horsepower. I'd like to have a little bit more horsepower under the hood. I don't know. It seemed like it was a little bit short on power. Maybe just one out test drove, but it seemed like it was a little short on power. It's advertised at 460. So I think they need to move that figure up to about 550. Try that. See if I like that one. But I'm not going to be able to buy a Mustang very anytime near future because this pickup took most of my ability to trade for a while. I got a new microphone and haven't really got it set in and adjusted completely. Right, it's kind of like the corner of the screen is still silver. That's the edge of the microphone. It's pretty close to the camera, so it's showing big. It's not that big. Well, it is kind of that big, but it shows real big in video here. I think I've got it adjusted about right so it's not echoing and stuff. The last video it was echoing and you know, background noise and so forth. Which I didn't like that part of it. But I've got this other song that I did with my guitar, and I was going to try and put it on YouTube, but I can't get it to move across from my to my iPhone. I can't get it to transfer from my iPhone into my YouTube account because the little YouTube button has disappeared on my phone. I don't know what happened. Used to you put upload and you punch YouTube and it takes you right to my site. It would load it right on my page, and then I could basically turn it on. You can either edit it when it gets there, or you can just turn it on public. And it'll be on YouTube. But anyway, my little button to YouTube on my iPhone is not down there where the upload upload. Then you're supposed to have a place to upload to. It's got different places you can upload it, like air, email, 4 or 5 different places you can take it, but the YouTube button is gone. So I don't know how to reload that. Got to get around somebody that knows what they're doing. Load YouTube videos. Anyway, I've got another song, and it's called Asphalt Cowboy, which I wrote back in 1965 in that area. Some guy stole that song and another song and got copyright, fake copyright in 1966. They recorded the song and they became hit songs. They were up in the number 4, number 7, I believe. One was 4, one was 7, at the top of the charts for a few weeks. And they I've been receiving royalties on these songs for a long time, since 1966, and it's not fair to me. I'm the one that done all the work writing those songs, and then somebody else gets to spend the money and get all the pats on the back and hey, you did a good job writing that song. They didn't write the damn song. I mean, the Asphalt Cowboy is a truck driving song, and this dude is not a truck driver, so there ain't no way he could wrote that song. So anyway, I'm trying to get that song out here on my YouTube so I can start collecting money from the advertisements that I'm going to get. I'm going to try and get, like a big advertisement backing, like Budweiser or Camel cigarettes or Pall Malls or, you know, some of the people that are Camel. He's been around since I was a kid. Pall Mall. These are filters, but I tear the filters off and then light them up. They're about as long as a Camel with the filter knocked off of it. About the same. So what I'm talking about. There's the Camel, and you knock the filters up here, filters. So when you knock the filter off, your cigarette's about the same length as the Camel. These are $6 a pack, and these are, believe it or not, these suckers are $10 for 20 cigarettes. It's unbelievable. It's more expensive than you can imagine. I can smoke a pack of these in an hour, in 1 hour. 24 hours in a day, so I can spend $240 a day smoking. I'm careful. Cigarettes gonna put me in the poorhouse. I ain't careful. Slow down on them. So there'll be other people watching these videos in the near future, but because they always do, they may not be right now, like available right now to. It's a neat little camera I've got here. Yeah, see how neat that is. It does a good job. I was going to show you something else on. This is the Aprilia motorcycle. This is my dream machine I'd like to purchase. They cost around, from 17,000 on up to around, as far as I know, around $28,000. Some of the faster ones, and I've been trying to figure out how to get one of them bought because I do like to go fast. These bikes will cruise at probably about 180, about 180 miles an hour. And all I've got to do is talk to Highway Patrol and they're not locking me up when I'm out riding around because I do like to go fast. I like to carry an extra shirt pocket full of cigars and say, "Hey, would you like a cigar today, sir?" But anyway, trying to save up to get one of those motorcycles. They're a V4 cylinder. V like Victor. V4 motor. And I think they're about 160 to 180 horsepower, somewhere in that range. They may go a little bit higher in the horsepower rating as you go up in the price. So they got bikes starting at 17,000. That's when I was going to try and get one of those. And I think that's going to be fast enough. I think they'll cruise on about 175 or 80 mile an hour. It's like if you want to go surfing, for instance, and it's summertime and you want to go surfing on the West Coast, you could hop on your little uh, Aprilia motorcycle and you could be out there in a few hours. You know, put the hammer down and let it rock and roll. We'd have to stop and get fuel pretty often because I'm sure when you're running wide open, that thing's sucking in some fuel. We got like, I don't know, maybe 3 gallon tank on them, so you can't go a long ways between fuel ups. You might have to check on all that, see where the fuel stops are down through there. And out there to California to the coast, but you can't carry a lot of supplies. You know, you can stop at Burger King. One of my favorite hamburger stops is Burger King. Stop at Burger King and get a hamburger and a shake, and I usually like chocolate shake and a hamburger. And sometimes I order a small order of French fries. So get me a Aprilia, some motorcycle boots, and I don't think I can wear a helmet, even though you have to wear a helmet in certain states. So I'll probably run through there. I'll probably get me some kind of a lightweight half helmet, not a full thing that you pull all the way down here and you got the lid in the front. I don't think I'm going to wear one of those. But anyway, I have to wait and see how that works out. But this right here is the top of my new chair. This thing is tall. I can lean back. That. Take a short breath there if I want to. So they sell those bullies right in the edge of Texas, and they got a good price on them. They're, like I said, starting at $17,000, and so I got to get some stuff sold. Some junk that I bought that I don't use. Gather up some money and buy that motorcycle. This is March the 18th, 2021. In case anybody's watching my video, you're saying, well, YouTube needs to update these videos because these videos are 5 years old or 6 years old or whatever. And they should take these old videos off off of YouTube and just, maybe 90 days or so, drop all the old ones and add some new ones. Keep everything updated a little bit because there's no use in. I've seen one video that was like 10 years old. Believe it or not, they was playing. The one was 20 years old. These guys was up on this stage and they were playing the best damn music I ever heard in my life. And I thought, man, I'd have to go see these guys in person. Well, I looked and they are already retired. They don't play anymore. It's 20 years ago when they were playing. So time goes by and things change. So you've got to get, if you want to see a live show in your lifetime, you have to get in your car and go now while it's live. Because if you don't get there while it's live, it's not going to be a live performance anymore. It's weird. They can film it, but it ain't the same as being there. I seen when I was a kid, I seen Neil Diamond playing on stage and singing. And I come from Western music and a little bit of blues, a little bit of gospel. But Neil Diamond has a different kind of music. It's not. I wouldn't say it's rock and roll either. It's just real neat songs to listen to. As he puts on a show, and I liked all the songs he sang. And I guess it was my first or second live performance to a band, listening to a band play their song. So here lately, I've been looking to get me a band and play my songs that I wrote, like the ones that they stole. The Sweet Thing, E.T. and Loretta sang a version of it, and other people. And Asphalt Cowboy, that Hank Thompson attempted a version of it. Uh, I want to get my songs on my record and play my songs in my band with my band, so that people can hear the real song about Asphalt Cowboy. And Jason Aldean, I don't know where he came up with his tune, but why did he put Asphalt Cowboy on his tune when Asphalt Cowboy was already taken? The name was already on my song. So why would he want to put my song title on his tune? I don't understand that. Can he think up his own name, his own title to his song? Can he think? And he's smart enough to think up a name for his own damn music? You don't have to steal my name. Because we go to the search engine to find my name. I got to go through 40 of his videos before it gets down there to mine. Even though it says Asphalt Cowboy, my songs are always at the bottom of the list. So you have to know which Asphalt Cowboy you're looking for. And the way I figured it out is the guy that records the song. You have to also put their name on there to know who recorded the song. Um, there's a guy named Lawton Williams, an old cowboy from, born I think way back there, 1927 or something. He did a really good job on the Asphalt Cowboy song. So if you listen to his version, he plays good music, he sings the words to the song correctly, and he was a great guy. So I never did get the opportunity to thank him for doing such a fine job on that song because he's already went on to wherever we go in the leave this world. And it's a shame I didn't get to tell him thank you. You did a great job on my song. Um, Same way with Aaron Young. I had a chance to talk to him. I had a chance to talk to Aaron Young. Didn't record the song, but I had a chance to talk with Aaron Young. He's a hell of a nice guy. I had a chance to talk with uh, Hank Thompson down in Texas. He was at a little uh, place up with his band playing some music. And I said, "Hey, uh, would you mind playing the Asphalt Cowboy song, the Go Hard song?" Oh, I don't know that. I can't play that song. I don't know the chords on my guitar to that song. I said, "Well, you know why the chords are like they are is because I don't know anything about music." And I said, "I put a bunch of notes on the paper. I don't know what chords they were in." I said, "Evidently, those notes that I put on there are very difficult chords to play with guitar." You can't, if you're a, he's telling me he can't play the song. So at any rate, I'm at his show, but I can't listen to my song because he won't play it. He don't know how to play it. So anyway, I told him, I said, I didn't get my copyright straight on who collects the money on this song. He said, "Oh, the guy that opens my mail got the copyright on the song." I said, "Well, the guy that opens your mail didn't write the song." He said, "Well, not up to me." He said, "Up to me. Well, I got to go back to work, and I'm going to go play some more songs." But he didn't. He wasn't interested in helping me get that copyright straightened out, and get the royalties sent over to my mailbox instead of the guy that opened his mail didn't deserve to collect all that money that he collected for my song. Basically, I sent him a copy of the song, and I said, "Would you guys like to record this song?" And the guy that opened the mail decided, "Yeah, we'd like to record the song. It's a good song." So he basically went down and got a copyright on the song in his name, so that when the music comes out, it's all set up that he collects the royalties. It's not fair to me. He stole my song. It reminds me of this story about this guy from Arkansas. He works really hard and late in afternoons after he gets off of work, and he's a working boy. And he writes this real pretty song. He gets it on his little piece of paper, and he hitchhikes into Nashville. He goes to the song recording studio, and they let him in the door. You know. They talked with him. They looked over his song. And he said, "Would you guys mind if I record my song?" And they said, "Oh, no, 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 you can't record that song. But we're not interested in that at all." I said, "Well, okay." So the poor kid is already poor, and he's got his song, and he leaves out, and he hitchhikes back to Arkansas, goes back to work. The next few weeks, he turns on his radio, and his song is playing by this big time guitar picker player out there in Nashville. And the recording studio that he went to see about getting his song recorded that refused to help him was the one that recorded the song. So basically, they stole the guy's song and let him go home with no money, no royalty check, and no appreciation, not even thank you for writing the song. So that's what I'm trying to do is collect my royalties that I earned by writing these two songs. Now there's other songs. There might be a couple other songs I ain't figured out exactly which ones that they are because I've got several songs, maybe even 20 songs copyrighted in 1960, early 1966 before these guys overdubbed the copyright, stole my song. Of course, they're down there with a little fancy little office and all their friends and buddies and all that, so they can set up this little ping 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 thing where their numbers show up on the I get paid roster. Their numbers, even though I've got a copyright, ping 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 don't show up because I'm not signed up with those guys. So I find out now that I had to sign up with all these big companies out there in Nashville. Of course, they won't let you in there and sign up unless you're a big time songwriter or something like that. You can't just walk in there and sign up. Most of them companies won't let you sign up. So anyway, I'm gonna have to hire some lawyers. You know what that means? I mean, I have to go hungry again for a while. I'm gonna have to get that one hamburger a day from McDonald's and keep these lawyers in enough money to get uh, my royalties coming in. So you can't get any help from the rich people. You know, the people that have got a lot of money, they're not going to help you. I asked one guy if he would help me put some real pretty music as a guitar player. Help me put some real pretty music to my tunes to where it would bump them up a notch and make them a little bit better. And he goes, "Well, I can't do that. You know, so for some reason, if they're not previously played in the correct notes, he can't figure out how to do that. Or I guess he's not a song producer, but he can play if he can hear the tune. He can play a tune if he can hear it. So I guess uh, everybody can't be Vince Gill. I'm trying to get a hold of Vince Gill. Amy Grant, tried to get a hold of her. It's like people that could help, you can't get a hold of them. You cannot get them on the phone. You can probably send them an email, but you'll never hear nothing. They're not going to read them email. So, and then, most people, uh, I guess it takes time, extra time to help you get your deal started or done. They're not going to take their time to help you get your deal rolling because they've already got their deal rolling. So they're not interested in helping anybody else get their deal rolling. But the thing about it is, if I ever get those two songs and collect the royalties on them, then I can produce other songs and the doors will be open then because they'll say, hey, this guy's the songwriter on these two hit songs. Let's let him in the door. They'll want my lyrics and my um, new songs that I've written. Then um, first I got to get in the door. So my Trillia page loaded again. Trillia motorcycles. There they are. I can't get the page to load as usual. They're interested in it's like a typical computer. You can't get them to load for them to load. It's just sitting there, just sitting there. I'm paying these people a lot of money per month for high speed internet, and that's what I get. Page won't load. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Plumb ridiculous. All right, there's one of them right there. The RSV4RR 1000. That one is $17,499. Aprilia Special 2020. I don't know, that website might be a little bit outdated. It's 2020. This is 2021. So problem of it is you can't even see the picture. Look at that. Can't even see the picture. Oh man, this is aggravating. I was gonna have this nice little show the motorcycle video, but it ain't working. It ain't working. I'm gonna have to go down and buy me a damn motorcycle, bring it up here, roll it in the house, back it up over here where you can see it. You can see it then. All I need is $17,499 to get that deal done. The wind and dirt was blowing. I think it was day before yesterday. So terribly bad that it's difficult to get out and go anywhere and do anything. It was it was like the wind wasn't blowing like excessively hard, but the dust was just everywhere, just lots of dust. I guess it's because this area is pretty dry, hasn't rained much in a long time. I'm talking a long time. It's got like traces of rain, and the weather forecaster will say trace of rain in the last 6 months. Not even a half inch rain. Pretty dry. This climate here is kind of like Arizona and eastern. Nobody ever says eastern California, but Nevada. There's places that's very, very, very dry right now. So in the near future, I'm gonna try and get my songs on Spotify so that you, my audience, which is only one right now, it's me. But if I get customers on here, I'm gonna have some songs on Spotify. Try to. And what you can do is you can listen to them basically. I think they're free to listen to, but you have to sign up for an account with Spotify. But I think you can listen to the music. You can also purchase the songs. So I got to get them on there. I'm gonna try and get it set up for around the world. You can buy songs from other countries on the music. But that motorcycle didn't show up there. Oh, another car last night.
Every production-based Italian motorcycle features engineering and technology directly inspired by its unrivaled success in the racing world. With hundreds of world championships in MotoGP, as well as a World Superbike Championship in 2010, Italia's many victories translate to the most comprehensive understanding of what this serious rider demands. Breathtaking performance with racing in its DNA. On a Mana, you can simply enjoy the ride and focus on throttle control and braking. The Mana revolutionizes the concept of sport touring. The Mana's versatility stems from its sport gear for CVT transmission, which features two shift modes, the 7-speed manual mode and the automatic auto drive mode, with three different maps, touring, sport, and rain. With the push of a button on the handlebar, even while riding, the Mana's Sport Gear transmission allows the rider to easily switch between manual and automatic riding modes. Taking a weekend ride on the back roads, select manual mode and move through the 7-speed gearbox with ease. You can change gears with the paddle shifters on the hand grip or with the foot button. When using the auto drive or automatic mode, the CVT transmission keeps the engine running at maximum torque for optimum acceleration. The rider can choose from three different maps. Touring for smooth power delivery and minimal fuel consumption. Sport for maximum performance and quick acceleration. Or Rain for maximum safety on wet or slippery roads. When you select the auto drive mode, you can simply focus on the ride, knowing the Mana will keep you in the heart of the torque curve. The auto drive setting is effortless in stop and go traffic, making driveline laugh a problem of the past. The 850cc 90-degree V-twin engine is the ideal partner for the Sport Gear transmission. It features 76 horsepower with a broad torque curve. The Mana is manageable and comfortable in city traffic and open backcountry roads. With its steady power delivery at every RPM, the Mana provides quick acceleration whenever needed. The Mana GT ABS features the clean lines and steel trellis frame of a naked bike, while the half-bearing adjustable windscreen provides the necessary protection to make the Mana comfortable for commuting and touring. The 4.2-gallon tank is located under the seat, improving mass centralization. The locked storage compartment is located where you would expect the fuel tank to be. This storage capacity makes for a great everyday commuter or sports road. The Mana GT comes standard with ABS and 320mm radial motor frontless brakes, giving you confidence in any situation. The Mana's tubular steel trellis frame is strong and stable, with tons of feedback. Its 43mm upside-down forks provide you with excellent steering response. In summary, Aprilia takes racing technology directly to the Mana GT. Sport Gear transmission gives you a daily rider that is ready for weekend touring. Its 850cc 90-degree V-twin engine, coupled with the steel trellis frame, provide excellent power delivery at any, while ABS brakes come standard. From electronics to engines, Aprilia's championship heritage transfers racing technology directly to production-based motorcycles and scooters. With 45 world championships, 327 race victories, and 277 MotoGP victories, Aprilia is just getting started.
Okay, there you go. So, I don't know how much they cost, but I'm going to find out. I got the store is open tomorrow, and we will find out how much they are as cost wise. I know that the double R V4 is 17,499 somewhere in that area. All right, so we're going to shut them down, see how the microphone's working and how I've got everything set up and how well it is you can hear my advertisement. Trying to get a deal with Aprilia and advertising, and we're gonna cut a little bonus package in there to YouTube because they are the ones that's sponsoring me. I've got to make sure they get a little chunk of change out of that advertisement if I get it done. All right, so this is the March 18th, and it's about 10:30 in the evening. We're past there. This is no longer a live performance, but we still take notes into live chat. I'm pretty sure that's going to remain on. All right, I'm going to go take a break. Be back later. Adios.